What's up, nerds? Good morning. It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live on a foggy, rainy. We have thunderstorm warnings Saturday here in the place that I live, drinking some coffee and going through the tabletop role-playing game news, bits and bobs and things that have reached my desk since last night. And the first one I saw was Steve Jackson is announcing not one, not two, but 3 new expansions for Munchkin between now and the end of the year, plus some re-releases of Munchkins that were maybe not selling so well or technically out of print. I'm not sure. Munchkin, if you don't know what it is a card game that sort of makes fun of the genre of role-playing. It goes all the way back years and years and years. In fact, some of the jokes in original Munchkin don't make sense anymore because they refer to things that aren't around anymore, like pouring a kettle of hot water on a anthill to get that one experience point that you needed to level. But yeah, so I was just wondering, how many are there? How many official Munchkin are there? And if they're all playable in Munchkin, how many cards would that be? Now, I'm just going to go straight Munchkin, not any of the sub Munchkins, though I guess technically you could play them all because there's like Munchkin Supers. So we're just going to go straight Munchkin. If it says anything else in the title, I'm not going to count it. All right, so we've got the basic Munchkin. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Munchkin Babies. Okay, 7. Munchkin Bosses. 8. Munchkin Fish, 9, 10. Munchkin Kaiju, Munchkin Apocalypse. Does this count as Munchkin or is this count as separate? I'm going to say that's separate. So 11. Munchkin Warhammer, completely separate, I would say. So 11. Munchkin Christmas, 12. Munchkin Steampunk, 13. Munchkins and Mazes, 14. Warhammer, Munchkin Unicorns, 15. Munchkin Tales, 16. Munchkin Pathfinder, I'm going to say that's separate. Munchkin Pathfinder, I'm going to say that's separate. Munchkin Pathfinder, I'm going to say that's separate. Munchkin Mini Promo Expansion Pack, that's at 20. Munchkin Black Friday, 21. Munchkin Old West, Munchkin Supers, Munchkin Space, Munchkin Zombies, 21, 22. Munchkins, let's say 20, Munchkin Zombies is separate. So 20. More Warhammer. This is the one they just announced as they're reprinting the Munchkin Warhammer 40K they're reprinting. So 21, 22, Munchkin Treasure Hut. This is a separate game, doesn't count. Munchkin Steampunk. So now Munchkin Steampunk becomes a separate game. So we'll remove 1, 20, 1. Munchkin Starfinder, Munchkin Spell School, 22. Munchkin Side Quest, 23. Munchkin Shakespeare, 24. Munchkin Pawns, Munchkin Kilometer. Oh, now Munchkin Shakespeare becomes its own game, so 23. Munchkin Puppies, 24. Munchkin Princess, 25. Munchkin Mighty Monsters, 26. Munchkin Love Shark Baby, 27. Munchkin Intkins, 28. Munchkin Light. How's Munchkin Light different than normal Munchkin? We'll say that's something separate. 29. Munchkin Legends, 30. Separate rules for Munchkin Legends. So Munchkin Legends becomes its own game now. So 29. Munchkin Kobolds Ate My Baby. 30. Munchkin Knights, 31. Munchkin Foul Play, 32. Munchkin's Dragons on a Tricycle, 33. Munchkin Curses, 24. Munchkin Cthulhu, separate. Munchkin Cthulhu, Munchkin Conan. Is that we're going to say that it's separate? No, 25. Munchkin, the collectible card game. Yes, they made a Munchkin collectible card game. So 25, because the Munchkin collectible card game is separate. 25, Munchkin Make Your Own Cards. 26, Munchkin Clowns. 27, Munchkin Cheats. 28, Munchkin Pirates, separate game. Munchkin Vampire, separate game. Yeah. Munchkin Axe Cop. I think that brings us up to 30. Munchkin Double Dragons. Yeah, that brings us up to 30. And we have Munchkin Apocalypse. That becomes a separate game. Munchkin Jurassic Shark, 31. And finally, we've got one more page. Munchkin Magical Mess, 32. Munchkin Valentine's, 33. Munchkin Wonderland, 34. Munchkin Panic, 35. Munchkin Babies 2, 36. Munchkin Batman. Munchkin Turtles, 37. Munchkin Petting Zoo, 38. Munchkin Goats, 39. Munchkin Time Travel, 40. Munchkin Druids, they just announced that. This is the new one. They just announced this for today as a new pack coming out. This is going to be 112 new cards for Munchkin. 32. Munchkin Farkle, I don't even know what that is. Munchkin Warhammer, Munchkin Batman, Munchkin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Munchkin Alphabet, Munchkin Side Quest 2, 33, Munchkin Cows, 34. So we have an average of 30 Munchkin sets, this unique to Munchkin, with an average of 10 cards per set. So that's 30 times 10 is 300. 300 cards. 300 cards. You would build a deck of 300 cards if you played every single solitary tech. And technically you can. And that's not counting mixing in the ones from like Munchkin Old West, which I'm sure people have done. So 300 cards. That would be, I'm not sure, but pretty tall. You'd have to, and probably unplayable. You'd have to like have 3 separate piles or more. And he's just announced the new one, Munchkin Druid, which is going to have 112 new cards, but we're saying the average is 10. And then he's got another one coming out, and then he's reprinting ones that are apparently not doing so well, even though or out of print, like Munchkin Warhammer, which I would say, you know, if we're just saying pure Munchkin, 30 sets, each an average of 10 to 20 cards. That's just seems to be a lot of cards. But if it continues to sell, it has always been, I guess, the number one source of energy for Steve Jackson Games. Without Munchkin, he probably wouldn't have had GURPS and everything that came after GURPS and allowed Steve Jackson Games to remain around for as long as they have. They basically owe their career to Munchkin. Unfortunately, a lot of the jokes in Munchkin don't really matter anymore, like I said, because they refer to things that aren't around anymore. I suppose some of the newer ones make fun of current pop culture, so I bet there's a card in Munchkin Druid that addresses Owlbear-gate. I don't really know if this counts as news. It was more just like it's Saturday and I'm not feeling great and it's raining. And here's something that have sort of always perplexed me, is just how many Munchkin cards there are. And would you play a game with every Munchkin card in it? I don't know. Would you? Are you a fan of Munchkin? Have you played Munchkin? How many Munchkin packs do you own? Let me know. That's it for what's going on with Munchkin. Hey, Steve Jackson Games. I don't know. Just maybe invest half of that energy back into GURPS, you know? Imagine how much controversy you could get in today with the way the world is if you re-release GURPS Cyberpunk and GURPS Controversy and, you know, GURPS Conspiracy and some of the other ones that got you in trouble. We all remember how much trouble GURPS Cyberpunk got you in the first time. Imagine how much trouble you'd get in today if you re-released or started talking about GURPS Cyberpunk re-release 2024. You could even get like the Pinkertons sent to your offices. Think of the amazing press you would get then. GURPS would, you know, rise back to the top. I mean, everybody remember the first time GURPS came out, it was #1. It ruled the world for a couple years. It took over every other game. Imagine what they could do with it again with the way the media Twitterverse is. It'd be a beautiful explosion. So yeah, I don't know, Steve. Maybe invest some energy back into GURPS. Just saying, it'd be a perfect time to take advantage of the world in the state it is. I'm the OG GM. If you appreciate me talking about other products besides D&D, let me know. If you only want me to focus on talking about D&D and never talk about these other products ever again, let me know. Plus the usual, it's Saturday, so please subscribe, please support, and have a great day. Drive careful because it's raining, at least where I live.